Now we're going to talk about how to create an area of high contrast, which will be the viewpoint that the person looking at the painting will first notice. The way to do this is with the bright white feathers that are underneath the chin and on the neck here, and the dark background behind it. Because when you have something that's high contrast, that is light beside dark, then that creates something that will draw your eye in and make you really look at that part. So with the feathers, you can see we've got some nice bright lines, and the darker areas behind it help create contrast. The other area where we have contrast is in the eye, and the little highlight of white in the eye helps us to see that as glassy and reflective, but it also helps to create a contrast, which is what draws our eye into this part of the bird. Alright, now the last bit of painting we need to do is to add in the white feathers that are the trademark of the Tui. And the way we need to do this is we use some white paint and a little bit of water. Now we need the water so we can make it a little bit transparent, or sorry, a little bit runny, which makes it a lot easier to get a clean line on. And you just have to be confident with this part. Just have to sort of back yourself to do the little sweep. And the key thing to look at is the direction of the feather. So there are some small ones that kind of come down like this, and they also curl up like this, and they sort of overlap. Some longer ones that come down here. We want to get a nice sharp edge, so you want to start at the base of the feather and then flick to finish. You can usually only do 2 or 3 small ones or 1 long one. For each brush stroke. And you can notice how they become a little bit transparent because there is water mixed with the paint, and so they will kind of tone down a little bit, which is nice. But we may need to go over a few of them at the end just to get a bit more definition. And just looking where they come to. Some of them come down like that. And obviously, I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to sort of have that sense of probably some smaller ones at the top and longer ones reaching down below. I do want to try and get one to go like this, kind of above the top, and we need some bit more solid paint for that, because we don't want the transparent paint to bleed into the wood. Right, now just pick out a couple that you want to sort of make a bit more focused. So I'm just going to choose this one here and just add another layer of white on top. More of a solid white. So those ones will stand out a bit more. You don't need to do that for all of them, just a few. Now on this image you can actually see a few tiny little lines here. Now you can decide whether or not to do these, but if you do want to do them, then it's just move to your very small brush and just do some tiny little flicks.